As always, we are going to start by pouring our lye water into our oils. We're going to burp our stick blender and then blend this up to emulsification. We're going to pour just a little bit off into this bucket. Maybe half. Okay. Set our bucket aside. And then into this bucket, we're going to add some copper penny mica. This is for the gingerbread layer. And that's got the fragrance oil already mixed into it. We're just going to start stirring that in with our spatula a little bit. I'm soaping at around 100 today. So I want to make sure I give my oils a chance to blend with things before I stick blend them, just to kind of reduce the thickening issues. So I'm just going to give this a quick stick blend just to incorporate that fragrance oil all the way through, and then we'll pour. I like the copper penny mica for this because it does have that orange note, that brownish orange note that you get inside of graham cracker. And even though I have some soap left, I'm going to set this aside because I'm going to use this kind of as a chocolate drizzle. I'm going to add some more soap and some more colorant into it. But while this is setting up, I'm going to slide it to the side. And this cup, I have some, oh, hang on, I forgot to pour off some soap. Okay. I have some titanium dioxide mixed with water. And this will not be fragrance. The white will not be because the fragrances that I'm using, which are a chocolate fudge and a toasted marshmallow from Nature's Garden Candle, discolor. So I don't want to discolor my white soap. Pop the stick blender in there and give this a whiz. That is not white enough for me, so I'm going to grab a little bit more titanium dioxide. This is my first time using the titanium from Nurture. I've been using titanium dioxide from Wholesale Supplies Plus, and I like it, but I don't like shopping there anymore. It's just, by the time they add their shipping and handling fees, even with discounts, they seem to be more expensive for where I'm located anyway. So I don't buy from Wholesale Supplies Plus very much anymore. So I'm going to put this into another container for the ease of pouring. Some of it's going to set up for our piping, but for our marshmallow layer here, I really just want to pour some of that in. And I'll show you why. So when you roast, let's pull my mold back here for you. When you roast your marshmallows for your s'mores, you know they get ooey and gooey. So what I want to do, grab a spoon here to break the fall. So you're going to have some runny marshmallow and some thicker marshmallow on there. And maybe I can translate that in a soap. Maybe I can't. We'll see. And I did break the layer there, but it's no big deal. I'm not making an actual s'more, just a s'more inspired soap. So I'm going slow to try not to break the surface of that other layer. Still quite fluid, which is nice since I'm soaping in a little bit warmer of a temperature, but I'm not doing any complicated drop swirls, so I decided that a warmer temperature was fine. Now what I have here is some soap that I already made. This is just regular cold processed soap scented in the fragrance oil that we're using to emulate the chocolate chunks that we melt. And I'm just going to put these in here kind of randomly so that when you cut the bars of soap, you get little chunks of chocolate. Which is nice. This will be like the artisan part of the soap. You know, every bar is going to look a little different. Some will have more chocolate than others. Every bar will be unique. And we'll pour some more of this white in there. Some more chocolate. I need to hurry up before this white sets up, because I'm going to take I did that backwards. Hang on, I goofed. Where's my other little, there it is. Okay, off camera what I have here is just a little bit of a darker chocolate layer. I ended up having to put some of that white soap in though, because I didn't set off on aside enough soap. I'm sorry y'all, I am so discombobulated. My hot water heater went out a week ago. The landlord called somebody out to put another hot water heater in our business unit here. Enough. And they still have not come and put a new hot water heater in. So I have been boiling water on my little stove just to do dishes, it has been insane. It's really, really insane. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is take some of this brown. We're just going to be like melty chocolate mixing with the marshmallow, just like you get when you cut open a s'more. Scrape out our bowl, because we will not be using this one again. And I need to hand stir up that other cracker layer before it gets too firm. It's still nice and fluid, thankfully. So what I'm going to do to try to help speed this setting up is just shoot it with a little bit of alcohol, which should help that firm up a little bit so that I can get the rest of my stuff on. So I'm still waiting for these plumbers to show up and put my new hot water heater in, because let me tell you, you have to boil a lot of water to do dishes for a shop like mine, and that's just, it's not how I like to spend my time. Not really. Okay, and using my spatula to break the fall, we'll pour this layer on top. Well, that might be a little bit. Okay, we'll wait for just a second. I really want that to set up just a little bit more. Okay, we'll try this again. And we're going to be piping on here, so it doesn't have to be perfect. I just really wanted some of this orangey brown to come through in the soap, even though it's going to be a thin layer, and it's a little bit thinner than I had planned, but that's okay. Definitely scraping out better than I have in the past, since I'm having such a terrible time washing dishes. Like, there's some stuff that I'm not even making right now, like lotions, things like that, because I gotta sterilize all of the equipment and all of the jars, and I'm not going to fuss with that until I have my hot water heater installed. And I can run the hot water and add the bleach and do it the right way. I don't want to run the risk of thinking something's sanitized when it's not. But there's some things you just have to be more careful with. Like soap, you don't use a preservative in. Soap like this. Some people do put it in liquid soaps. Like bubble bath, you use a preservative. But anything that is prone to molding or could get little microbes in there, you have to be very careful. You have to sanitize your containers. You have to put a preservative in there. So I'm just not going to take that risk until, you know, things are where they're supposed to be, and I can just use my sink like I'm otherwise would. Okay. Okay, this is at a good piping consistency. It's quite warm. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and start piping our marshmallow top. Trying to do this at an angle that's easier for you to see, but it is definitely harder for me to pipe. Alright, this actually set for 2 days now. So we're going to go ahead and give this a cut. Just cut off an end piece here. And there we go. You can see my graham cracker layer here, my chocolate and chocolate drizzle, and you know, the melty chocolate, another graham cracker layer, and my marshmallow fluff on top. So I'm really happy with the way these turned out. We'll take a couple more slices in and see how it went. I'm really happy with how these turned out. Very reminiscent. And the smell, oh my gosh, the smell is so divine. It smells just like a nice melty s'more. I do have to say the fudge notes come out a lot more than that toasted marshmallow fragrance. But all in all, you know, it smells very much like a s'more. There's a hint of cinnamon that I put in there for that graham cracker layer, because they always kind of smell a little bit or taste a little bit cinnamony to me. So it's a very, very good fragrance for this. I hope you enjoyed our video. If you did, give us a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe so that you get notifications on when we post new videos. And we'll try to get another one up for you this week. Hopefully, hope and pray, my hot water heater gets installed today so that I can actually make some more products so I can do dishes. That would be great. So we'll keep you updated on that. Thanks for stopping by.